The one that Drew has in front of him begs the question, what is on Drew's mind this week?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't guessed it by now, it's the Texas Rangers. Got Max Scherzer. We're ready to ride. We are ready to ride. This What's on Drew's Mind is just a celebration. It's just a celebration segment. That's really all this is today.
Awesome.
Because we are serious in Texas. We are for real. We are doing what the Cowboys don't do enough of. It's putting our money where our mouth is and having the huevos to go get the guys that we need to win a freaking championship. And in Texas, in Arlington, the Rangers are ready. Almost every time you see the Rangers finish a game, they finish on top nowadays. They finish on top. And they even have double-digit runs almost all the time. It's injected in my veins. Let's go. Hello, win column. And soon, hello, World Series.
I don't know what brand of coffee you've been drinking since you got up there, but it's almost like it's liquid crack cocaine almost. Like you've got an energy right now, Drew, that I don't think I've ever seen you get up to before.
Straight up Texas.
Straight up Texas, man.
We got a 3-time Cy Young winner, a World Series champ, and an 8-time All-Star. And if we're healthy next year,
he's coming back next year too.
We get the Grom back too.
I don't know what's happening.
Think about a year or two ago, BJ, how much pain we were in about our pitching. It's just, I used to watch games and listen to the fan and just be sad.
Well, I was just saying, a couple years ago, Drew, the rotation, like the best arm in the rotation was Kyle Gibson, and he was traded at the deadline.
God.
Dane Dunning has gotten so much better.
I was about to say Dane right there with him. Hey,
Dane's gotten so much better than he was a couple of years ago.
Dane, he's a revelation now. I like it.
Speaking of Mad Max, man, it has gone final. The Rangers did sweep Chicago White Sox. They were playing the afternoon slate today. They get a 5-3 win. Scherzer gets his first win with the Rangers. He's now 10-4 on the season.
Oh, let's go.
Mad Max struck out 9 over 6 innings after a little bit of a shaky start. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning, but that was all he allowed, and that was all that the White Sox got for the entirety of the game. The Rangers,
he was just nervous. That's all it was. He was nervous.
Yeah, getting used to a new environment, I imagine. And it wasn't even like he was, he gave up like a big home run or anything. He had a bases loaded walk at a 2-run single, and then he settled in. Rangers came back with a run in the second, a run in the third, 2 in the fourth, and a run in the 8th. That was the difference in the game.
Yeah. Mad Max, baby. Yeah.
And something else that just makes me chuckle. Mad Max's former team, the Mets. They were on the road. They've been playing the same time or about the same time this week that the Rangers have. The Mets were on the road in Kansas City, one of the worst teams in the American League, save for the soon-to-be Las Vegas A's. Kansas City's down there in the standings, pretty far. The Royals just swept the Mets. Without Scherzer, without Verlander, without DeGrom.
That is some Mets stuff right there. They just
300 and whatever plus $1 million that for this payroll this season, and most of it's gone. It's
hey,
oh my goodness.
Hey, we Brother, we're just fleecing the Mets for their stinking pitchers.
Yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. We
I
got
have
in what is it? Is it how long ago? When was it? When did the trade for DeGrom happen? What? Okay.
it wasn't a trade for DeGrom. He free agent signing.
Oh, free agents.
That was back last November. I wanna say?
November.
Something like that. Around
It
the
hasn't even
time.
been a year.
No.
It hasn't been a
This is his
year. We
first
got
year.
these 5-time Cy Young combined.
I was gonna say
He used to suck.
the top two pitchers in the Mets system last year, the Mets rotation, that when they were a playoff team. This is a playoff team last year, Drew.
Man.
They lose DeGrom, so they go out and sign Verlander. Scherzer gets traded. Verlander gets traded back to Houston. I just
love me some Texas.
Oh
Rangers.
my goodness.
Thank you guys. I love y'all. Just we do this thing out in Texas/Dallas where we just like to poach New York players and bring them to our team. We do it with the Mavs. We do it with these Rangers now. We get better players though in the Texas Rangers farmland, baby.
I was just saying
Mavericks.
This is to make up for Jalen Brunson leaving Dallas.
I was just about to say we fumble and ship boys out to New York now. Goodness, that's what we do for the Mavericks. But that BJ Texas Rangers is what's on Drew's mind.
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. My goodness, that was
Max. Let's go.